Right, just down here at the trails thinking, I don't know whether to bring back the vlogs. I don't know if anyone's interested. I wish I started at the beginning. This is a spine. I'm just digging it out at the minute. Just try to get the, as you can see, all this dirt's come from it. So I've dug it out. There used to be a problem here with drainage. I'm trying to make it just a bit more cleaner and tidier. I'll get all that chamfered off for the drainage. I've put some extra dirt on there because I think water from the path obviously comes through over. The more I can stop it, it's like a little bank, get it off down there because there's a stream down there, you see. So like where the trouble is, that's the level up fucking back there. It's probably same level as there, so we're at heavy downfall. Yeah, we're actually underwater here, so I think with working at raves, I just know that water just finds its easiest way. And yeah, it just fucking floods out. It is what it is, but yeah, so all I'm trying to do here is let's just try and get the low point here and then have a bit of an arc and then I'll build off that. But yeah, most important bit is I've filled in this bomb hole here because I had a bit of a low point here, so the water used to kind of sit and pull here. So all I'm bothered about is just try to get this nice here and get the water to run off properly. Cause let me stand back. So the water will, from all of this bit here, makes its way down. It like tears down into that bit there. But yeah, so what I'll do is, best way, it's just I'll fill the wheelbarrow up, get the dirt, wherever the rake is, I'll rake it all about, get it rough. I just use wheelbarrow like a whacker plate, just run it in and out, any highs and lows, rake it out, redo it. So once I've done that, then I'll start building off this bit here. As you can see, this is all dirt that's come off it. Locals will know how skinny this thing is. It's still skinny for a spine, but it's a lot wider. Just got to be careful because there's another line that comes through here. So obviously I've just stacked the dirt for now, just so I could see what the bottom of the tranny's like, because there's another line that obviously comes through this way. So yeah, that's phase one. I'll get on with phase two and bring you back. Right, I've ran all that bit in now, so obviously most of this is to go, so I'm not too bothered about that. What I'll do is I'll probably try to take most of that. It's sandy here, so to like get straight edges, it's got like a mixture of clay. I think we're anywhere where it's sandy, don't quote me on it, but like everywhere I've dug where it's sandy, if it's got hardwood trees, I think it turns like a red colour once all the leaves have like rotted and decayed. It's not too bad. There's like little bits where it's a bit sandy, a bit clay some places. So I try, if I do sides, I try and mix a bit of clay in. Just so, yeah, it's just so hard to do. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very hard to do straight sides with sand and have it last. So I think what I'll do is I'll whack most of all that in and then cut away from it, leaving me a straight edge. At least then I can get it properly whacked without fucking about. So now what we're going to do is, I don't know if you can tell here. Well, that's obviously like the original bit. That I've just kind of stacked a bit of dirt. I've keyed it up. You can see where I've done it. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to key it up again with a rake, light water in, and then we'll stack on that and bring it back. Right, so we're at this stage now. As you can see, I've given it a rake all about, and just a light watering. Obviously, like I said before, is to key in the dirt. If you doubt it, I'm not saying that this has happened, but like, it. See there, if that, I'm not saying it hasn't been keyed in, but that's a possibility what will happen. It'll just wear away and drop, rather than like all be blended in. I don't know how to explain it, but you get the fucking gist anyway. So all I'm gonna do now is build off here, because I've got there's like a little lump here, but I'm not bothered about that for a minute. So what I want to do is try and follow this transition up. The spines that I've built before in the past, I find with mountain bikes, if they're kind of just above head height, the better. And I start off with quite a chill transition and then work it up quite steep. I think just for the simple fact why that works is you got to think where your front wheel is to your back wheel in the transition. I find that works for me. So that's what I'm kind of going to do now. I mean, I think it's just about eye level with me now, having a look. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll build off that, use this material here, get it rough, not fully slapped in. I might just do the wheelbarrow trick again, because the trouble with the good thing with the wheelbarrow thing is it puts a nice arch in. That's what I've missed about the whacker plate jobby. You know, I could have had this done in seconds. I thought I'd bring you back now. So I've put more dirt up. I've just like roughly like spread it in, sort of thing. I haven't really whacked it. But what I'm starting to do now is this is where I put you back on. So you can see here, like I've whacked in the dirt as hard as I possibly can. And then with here, all I've tried doing is lining up a straight line with the edge of this here. So now all that's whacked in, it'll be easier to then cut in and have it nice and square, and then it'll take less slapping and fucking about doing it that way. I could just cut in a straight line now all the way up. This is just rough. I'm just trying to get a rough line, see if I can get it in with that line there, look, so it don't interfere with this line here. Away we go. I don't know what to do. I can't be arsed using good dirt for that side. It's a shame now, isn't it? I'm just trying to get them running good down here, and then there's another spot that where I've literally, I think it's 23 years I've been there now. I want to get on with that place. That's my bread and butter, that place. So we'll get these running sick, so we've got somewhere to ride, and then I'm going to do a big revamp. This is why I thought, right, I'm going to do a bit of filming. If anyone's buzzed for it, I mean, I'm not going to edit any of this, so I'm just going to leave it raw. But if it picks up a bit of interest down here, you know what I've put up and that, I'll do properly edits up at Wycombe, because that place is, to me, it's just so special. It's just, there's a lot of lines up there that I thought were good, but obviously coming back Scarborough, it's like, what the fuck have I done? What I've done up there, I've dug big fucking pits in between jumps and that. So really, to make jumps, like all the backs and stuff, it's just hard to, because I've pitted right down. It's like, it's so hard to fucking like sort them square, and they're all knife point, and yeah, that's not what I do now. And drainage, I try and keep it rather than having a big fucking hole and stuff. You know, just have it so it comes here rather than a big fucking horse trough or whatever. Maybe I should stop swearing as well, but yeah, it's looking alright. I can't believe how dry it is down here, consider it pissed it down. This is a funky little section. I'll show you this. Obviously we can't, you've got to have wells for drainage some places, but you know, you could try and keep it as tidy as possible. As you can see here, you know, the fucking dogs. Yeah, it's alright. There's a roller there, like a hip line off there, so that you can go into that line. You can go over this way, and then onto the middle line. This is like a volcano thing outside, but there's a lot of dirt to be had coming out of that. Or what the plan was to put the dirt on the other side. What I try and do is I try not to, I know that needs doing, but I thought I'd have to use the dirt for some of these over here, which I haven't, thank God. But if I would have started doing this and piled it somewhere, it'd stay a lot drier and manageable as it is now, as a non-running thing, rather than getting it sorted. So I've just been pinching dirt from here, there and everywhere, so which is good, because now all I have to do is just shift it from here onto the other side. If I would have used that for all this, then fucking hell, I would have had to got dirt from all the way down there, wheelbarrow it, but fuck that. Just a bit of planning. So yeah, we'll get off, signing out. Right, well, I've pretty much got this squared away now. Pretty happy with it. Pretty pissed off at the same time, because it looks like a mint takeoff. Like, oh, fucking hell. If that was a takeoff at landing, we're over there somewhere. Oh, that's what I want to build. But it's not too steep. It's a lot steeper than what it was. God knows where I'm going to put all this dirt. Don't look too much on camera, but it is. It's really good stuff. So I'd rather build stuff out of shit and then use that to cover it and face it. But yeah, I wish it was a big fucking jump. But yeah, anyway, that's it. Done. Right, so this is front. Got all this side squared away. I'd like to match it other side, but there's no way I'm going to use all this good dirt wasted just to square that up. I'd rather go get some clay stuff and finish it off. But yeah, as I've put all these together, you can see I've not done it all in one go. I've broke it down by numbers. I found that's the easiest way. If you do it all in once and like you've taken too much dirt out of here, then you have to fill in. It's better to, for me anyway, it works. I just do it I try to break it down by numbers. So I've got obviously all this bomb all sorted. There was a bit of a lump here, which I wasn't bothered about, because I wanted to get the transition right here, and then I can blend that bit in, just so I'm actually digging out rather than putting back in. Otherwise, if you're putting back in, it's obviously going to be softer than digging out, isn't it? So that's what I've done. Tidy up the sides. Yeah, I just wish that was a big fat fucking jump. So I don't think I'd get away with doing big jumps down here. I think probably locals will go freaking wild for it. That's why I want to get back up other spot. But yeah, it is looking sick. Shame it wasn't twice as wide so you could carve it, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm happy with that. Peace. That's pretty much finished product. Looks sick, doesn't it? Tried brushing it out. Okay, I've got the only brush that's got flipping alopecia. I have to call it bloody Jada Smith, G.I. Joe. But yeah, look at that, sick. Just have to test it. I mean, it is quite mellow, but it's a lot steeper than what it used to be. I think with a span as well, like it's more about the nice arc in the bottom rather than it being flat. You do all your compression up there. We'll have to see anyway. It won't take too much. I mean, the dirt, all I've done is flung it over back. It's like really good dirt, so I try and keep the dirt separated as well. So but yeah, it looks sick, doesn't it? Yeah, so there we have it.